in 1 year's time. It can go either way. We can completely destroy this, or we can find AI and whatever. Unpredictable. At a personal level, we don't know whether we will be alive here or we will be there. Unpredictable. We don't know what is to happen next second. And as such is the nature of this world. Agree? This is the world we are going to spend our life. Welcome, very welcome. Another label here, it is certainly not in my control. Such is this world. Unpredictable. It is guaranteed to end. Whatever that you are seeing here is not permanent, including your body. Everything is going to go. Say 100 years ago, you know, even say, 50 years ago, that the city that you saw here, or whichever country you saw, place, it had changed so much. Some places, the area where I was born, I went to see that area, some last year, and I couldn't recognize, they just just one house was there. Rest all everything is changed, and the trees were all gone. New houses there, places everything is changing so much. So the places change, people change, the animals, everything is replaced, not just change, it is replaced. So if something is unpredictable, is it a problem? If someone is unpredictable, is it a problem? No? Glasses we use. Okay, the airline, Indigo airline, writes in its brochure, unpredictable. No guarantee that there will be flight, tells beforehand. Go come to the airport at your own risk. Just take a chance. It will go there in the guarantee. Is it a problem? It is a problem? Yes. I say it is zero problem if I don't book the flight with Indigo. Only if you book the flight there, then it's a problem. In other words, if you become dependent with anyone that is unpredictable, then it's a problem. If you don't become dependent, it is not a problem. Understand? And it's a law, absolute law. If some company is unpredictable, then you become dependent on it, then you will be also unpredictable. If you remain free, then it is not a problem. If some person, don't make that person in charge of something that is really relevant. If it is unpredictable, don't be dependent. Now, welcome to this box. And this box comes with a label, a front label on the brochure, unpredictable. We really don't know what is to happen. Has anyone created any dependency here? Dependency is, creating expectation with the dependency. To think the word mind, worship there is dependency. So any of you created any dependency there? Yeah, at present we live in that box in different ways. So I'm representing our, some words, dependency. The same word we are using the word bondage. And the same word will be using the word attachment. As long as we know, but bottom line we are really looking at is creating dependency. Just as you can be creating a dependency on a airline. And this is the big subject for our life. We need to know how much dependency I'm creating. Let us say here is a branch of a tree, and it has got many, many leaves and a good tree. What is that green? It is broken, but it is still there. It is standing, but at one point it is broken. And you jump on this tree to take support from this tree. Will it make you feel better or will it make you feel worse? It will make you feel worse. You are better off before taking support from that branch. And you take support from that branch, it will make you worse. Now here is our box, famous box. It is worse than that broken branch because some of the things are just going to disappear. What the things that you are going to take support from are unpredictable and just going to disappear. Can be people, can be position, possessions, upfront, guaranteed, it is going to disappear. And so every time you are creating an attachment there, you are taking support of a broken branch. At an immediate level, it makes you insecure instantly. You are better off before taking support of that branch. After taking support of the branch, you are feeling now worse. You are getting this new feeling of insecurity, consciously or subconsciously, when it is going to fall. This kind of feeling. Am I clear? Subconsciously guaranteed, because here things may appear all there, but subconsciously, it can go at any moment and it can just disappear, it can change. And that's why subconscious panic comes. How do we deal with it? So if you feel some insecurity, because of like this, what do you deal with it? What do you do? Let us say I come here, and I start saying, this is my chair, I am saying label, this is my chair. And I see others are also sitting closer to the chair, coming closer and closer to my chair. I kept my bag there, still they are coming closer. So I'm feeling a bit insecure. So what do I do? I build a fence around that chair. I kept my bag there with a claim, it was enough signal that my bag is there. I can also keep a shawl on top. But still they are coming closer and closer. So what do? I can build a fence around it. I can keep a dog. I can insure it. So I can try all these different things. Still I feel insecure. So what do? So another answer for me is, if I have one more chair, that will be a good backup, because she's still coming closer and closer to my chair. So I now know I might lose it, but I better have another chair. So I got two chairs. Problem solved. I see he's coming from other side, closer to the other chair. So I'm going to lose this chair also, to making me insecure. So maybe I should have four chairs. Problem solved. Now I can lose four, so I want more. So this is what we call downward spiral. And the word for this is girti kala. You hear this word, stage of descent. Different words are used, but we are using the word downward spiral. And this downward spiral is more, more. I want more. We completely forget where it all started. You know, we think it is progress, collecting chairs. And now it is becoming a problem. I don't know where to store all these chairs. And and so to store the chairs, I need a place to store the chairs. Life is becoming more and more complicated. I we all forget where it all started, but we are thinking this is progress more. We all are in this spiral. Whole society is in this spiral. Where? In that box, in that unpredictable box, with different things. One word everyone likes, one expression everyone likes is I want more. Whatever. I want more gold, more cakes, I want more this. They don't even know why they want it, but they want more. Children also, more. I want more. That is the chant. All the unions, trade unions, their slogan is I want more. We should have some, at the inner space, your in the Brahmin Madhuban, I want more, some banners. It will be very popular, people. More a person is at the lower end of the spiral, greater is the misery. Inner life will be poorer. If he is at this end of the spiral, less the misery. Why? Because he is taking support of more broken branches. So there is more, confusion. If he is at this end, less is the misery. Why is he creating attachments? Why is he going into my? He wants more and more. Why does he want more? Says someone here, someone asks, I got two. Hmm? Yeah. 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 In other words, for security. They want to feel secure. That's all. But they are looking for security in an insecure box. That is the ignorance. Confusion is this. They all want security, which is great. We want them to be secure. But they are looking for security in an insecure box. They are not aware that they are not seeing it clearly. Like someone jumps on a branch, but then branch is a broken branch. It will make you feel worse. You will be more in danger. It is a blind spot. And this is exactly what is happening to the human society. All billions of us, they all are going in this direction, more, and it is making them feel worse as a result. And when anyone feels insecure, what is the emotion? Yes. Fear. What else? Yeah. What happens is when we are insecure, no one likes to feel insecure for 1 second. We like the feeling of survival. We want to survive. So insecure, we don't want. You will not choose to sit next to a tiger for 1 second. Hmm? So there is an inner desperation to feel secure. And when we are at this level, feeling some desperation and there is uncertainty, will I get it or not? There is uncertainty about it. That is when we call it stress. Stress is defined as desire uncertainty complex. So there has to be desire for stress. So more the desire, more the stress, less the desire, less the stress. And then other factor is uncertainty. Then it is stress. If there is no uncertainty, there is no stress. Say you feel you had a desire but no chance of getting it. Then there is no stress. Do you have a stress that you might not become president of this country? Because there is no uncertainty about it. Yeah. Desire, uncertainty, complex. So if there was a desire, desperation is a strong desire. Say if that desire is lost now, you're not definitely not getting it. Then it takes the form of anger. If the desire is not fulfilled, but I can't blame anyone, then it takes the form of depression. If I can blame someone, it takes the form of anger. So one easy way to come out of depression is blame someone. Don't write it in your notes. Yeah, that's right. So if you lose your desire and someone else gets it, then it takes the form of envy. As you see here, it all starts with insecurity. And insecurity is there because you are taking support of a broken branch. If the broken branch is there, then there is insecurity. One has to be in that spiral. Sometimes someone might say, I want to be free from anger. From today, I want to be free from anger. They may take a decision, determination, all this, they really want to be free. But success will come if you address the root of it. Superficially, you can suppress anger or something. That is not what is big result. But if you see the root of it, then that will be success. And the root is just simple, that broken branch. See if you are taking support from that. And for us, the broken branch is this box. Different kinds of supports. Earlier we saw expectations. That itself is a big area. It will take you into anger. You create expectations, someone doesn't fulfill the expectation, you might find yourself annoyed by it. Anger will come. But here we are seeing another big department. In this world, you go and start putting the label my. Just like this word my chair, you are putting the word my, and that makes you, uh, insecure. You can lose everything that is mine. And one can end up anywhere. All these different whole range of emotions we saw, and that includes conscious insecurity, subconscious insecurity, that presents as fear, different kinds of stress. Some might call it tension, some might call it panic attacks. This kind of that department is where there is uncertainty. Anger, it can be just feeling of irritation, annoyance, revenge. Those feelings go in the department of anger. Don't wait for the words coming out, but just a feeling of just annoyance, just feeling of irritation. These are all different kinds of anger. Observe them. If that comes, observe and see what is happening behind. What's the root? If you observe the root, you become free from it because you are then able to address the root. Why should I take support of something that is broken, broken branch? Depressions, just being sad. That is the common depression. And there are all kinds of very, you know, neuroses, different kinds of serious depressions. Envy, the common form of envy, just comparison. Just you are in noticing, what some everywhere, you're noticing, comparing, superiority, inferiority feelings. It is all there, but only if you have been in that spiral. Otherwise, you don't compare. Do you compare here, something that is not very important to you? Shoes, for example, you don't compare. For someone else, it may be very important. Whose shoes are these? And you might notice and feel superior or inferior because of it can be car, it can be dress. More you are in that spiral, those feelings will come. Comparison, competition. It can be outright envy. This is all like unpleasant feelings, inauspicious feelings, lowers the quality of our own lives. Now let us ask this question. Is it possible to be in this world, to be doing a job, you got money, bank account, and you got people, relations, you are dealing with food, cooking food, eating food, and you become free from the word my. You got a bank account, in your name. You got objects, house, in land in your name. And you say not one word my. Be free from the word my. Is it possible? So you are not going to a monastery and staying in a sannyasi tradition. You are not following that. In a grahasthashram, you are in the household, taking care of everything, people, children. But no word my. Who feels it is possible? Raise your hands. Hmm? How? How? Yeah. Okay. Surrendering, being a guest. Yes. Yeah, very good. Now let us take another example here. And in this example, we are showing you a museum. I don't know where this museum is. Some good ideas for architect to make a museum. So you go to this museum, you spend 1 hour in that museum, and then you come out of the museum. You were involved with different exhibits, different things there. You met people, you liked people, you were happy to go in, happy to come out. Zero attachments. You were totally happy to come out. How did you manage it? Zero attachments. You are there full time, you are involved with people also, but zero attachments. How did you manage? Yeah, very good. And guest, the unique about guest is the exit. He is very clear that he has to go. So that awareness that you are a guest there and you have an exit, that prevents you from creating attachments. Now, if you are going to someone's house and but you have to go, in 2 minutes you have to go, you have to catch a flight, and someone says, take this sofa. This sofa is for you. Will you say yes, yes, thank you? But you have to catch a flight. No? If you know you have to exit, you don't have a thought even to to own anything there. You are just seeing inward, you are going out. Yeah, very good. So that attitude of the guest helped you become free from the attachments. Now let us come back to our world, that same famous box. Are we guests in this world? Anyone has got plans to stay here? If you are not making plans to stay here, then you are a guest and you are a traveler. And you have a guaranteed exit. It also means, in a guest in this world, it also means you don't own anything in this world. Right now, we all know we are guests in this place for a few days, 3 days, 4 days, we are guests here. I am right now using so many things. Understand, no? Internally feel a trustee of all these things. The attitude of a guest always goes with the trustee. Trustee, the bank manager is a trustee. He doesn't say it is mine, but he is investing the things that belongs to someone else. His house is a separate house, but he is there as a trustee. So right now I feel I'm responsible. No one has told me I'm responsible, but internally, naturally, I feel responsible for this, and I won't break this. I won't spoil it. Will try to protect it. In the same way, we are guests, we are trustees of many things during this journey, but don't own anything in this temporary world. This will be the attitude, natural attitude of one who is aware of this. This awareness, this knowledge that we are guests on this planet, it is not new. Many poets are telling us this. Many prophets are telling us this. This understanding is there in Quran. It is there in Bible. We are guests. In the Bible, there is a statement, we are in the world, but not of this world. So we are in here, but we are not of this world. So this knowledge is not new. Many Bollywood songs are Musafir. Yeah, there must be many songs. Anyone want to sing Musafir song? So we are Musafir. That is amazing insight. It is not a new knowledge, but what is new for us? What? Application. Excellent. You know, experiencing it for even 1 minute or even 1 second, that is very new. Even though we have the knowledge to actually experience. What does it mean to experience? Experience. Yeah. And it also means I don't own anything on this planet. That is what it means. When we went into the museum, you didn't own anything there. You went there, saw everything, came out. As a trustee, sometimes in the museum they might ask you, I'm just coming back in 1 minute, just look after this. You are happy to look after it for 1 minute. Understand, no? But you don't feel that's mine. Not for 1 second you feel. So if you experience even for 1 minute that you are a guest on this planet for 1 minute, but properly, not in a superficially, not a Bollywood style, Musafir, you know, but here you are actually applying it. That you said, I don't own not one atom of this world, you know, and I can't own anyone in this world. I'm just traveling, passing through. One who is spiritually intelligent, he sees himself as an invisible traveler. Yogi, those who are yogi, they will see themselves as invisible travelers. Why invisible? Because he knows not one atom of this world can belong to him. He knows he's a traveler. That is no compromise on that. He has an exit, he knows of it. Not one atom can belong to him. So he knows not one atom is used to make him. He's not made of atoms or molecules. That's why he is the invisible traveler, he's the invisible observer. He's very conscious entity, surrounded by lots of these amazing atoms, molecules, different colors, amazing universe. But he is vulnerable traveler. He doesn't need to become slave. He doesn't want to become attached to anything there. He's vulnerable. He's just passing through. He doesn't need to put a label my to anything there. Why? It is not his world. We have the option, anyone, completely new person, he has the option to experience this for 1 minute. No one can stop him. And what will happen? The moment he experiences it, he comes in the upward spiral. Just for 1 minute he experiences properly. Just knowing of this doesn't bring about change. I can still continue in the downward direction. I can sing the song Musafir, you know, many times. Listen to the song Musafir, but I can still be going in the downward spiral. But you experience Musafir for 1 minute, you are going up the spiral. Yes. No, it is like the moment you come in that space of a Musafir and that guest, you will discover, what will you discover? Not one atom belongs to you. You can't lose one atom. You have nothing to lose. As was said at the beginning, you are not holding on to a broken branch. You are feeling better. When you hold on to a broken branch, you feel worse. So here is a 1 minute you discover a life without holding on to a broken branch. And you discover, wow, you are secure. You feel better, actually. You got nothing to lose. And when you got nothing to lose, it brings out the best from you. When you are secure, it brings out the best. Your dog, make him insecure. What will happen? You bring out the worst in the dog. He will come to bark. Human being, make him insecure. What will happen? He will come to bark. Yeah, you bring out the worst. Anyone, you make him insecure, you bring out the worst. Make him secure, make the dog secure. He wants to play with you. Same applies to any animal, any creature. Say there is a cow, there is make that cow insecure. It will bring out the worst. You make them secure, you bring out the best. In Goa, I was giving one example. Some years ago, some sisters from Finland, they were there. And one sister is giving the example. One day she went for a walk near the sea, and early morning or something different time. And she said some stray dogs, they came barking at her, peck, Many local people will either run away or throw stones or do something. But that the culture, in Scandinavia is different. She knelt down and offered them the hand. So they came barking, they came closer, and they start licking her hand, you know, and she loves them. She loves the dogs, So and then she went for a walk, So they followed her. They were her friends, They're following her, and then next day she went to the same beach again. They all came happy, not barking this time. They all came. They were her friends. They were stray dogs completely. Here, some stray dog. People don't become friends with them. Yeah. But this is the life, and if you make anyone, any living creature, secure, you bring out the best in them. You make them insecure, you bring out the worst in them. And that is the way things happen. And this is the way it happens to human beings. You make someone insecure, you bring out the worst. It will be all anger, greed, all you will see this. You make him insecure, you make him secure, you bring out the best. And when they are secure, there is peace. A secure person experiences happiness. Secure person experiences love. If someone makes you insecure, your love will become less. Agree? Why do we love children more? If there is some 2-year-old child somewhere, you spend more time with that child, you feel in love for that child. What is it? Innocence. Innocence. Why do you love someone who is innocent? Not judging. You feel secure with a child. Within another adult, it can be your friend even. Ego within you feel a bit insecure because they are making some judgment. Your ego doesn't like it. They notice your weaknesses. Ego doesn't like it. They compete with you in some way. They are competing with you here. Even you want to sit somewhere and someone else is sitting there. You may feel some insecurity there. They're physically, you also you feel a bit subconsciously, consciously, you feel insecure with an adult. Some adult is you are walking, and some stranger is walking past. First thought is, are you safe here? This is the first thought. And some insecurity comes. With a child, you feel very secure. At all levels, you are secure. That's why love. Direct connection between security and love. And when you are secure, that emotional, that stability, you experience contentment. So all this for happiness, peace, love, we don't need cakes and we don't need diamonds and we don't need flowers. It is all inside us. All this richness is inside us. We are seeing the security is a very important key to experience it. And just as we know that we can make others secure and you bring out the best in others, even dogs, you can bring out the best, making them secure. And that you make yourself secure, it brings out the best. By holding to broken branches, you make yourself insecure. That's why spiritual knowledge puts this full emphasis don't go into attachments. It is not wisdom to take support from a broken branch. First, see what are the supports you are taking there. Make yourself free, and you discover your own greatness. When you are experiencing this richness, emotional richness, there is greater concentration. Stability, if there is emotional stability, there is more concentration. More there is emotional stability, you will notice there is more creativity. And you will notice there is more clarity. Steve Jobs, he gave a speech in one of the universities, I think it is Stanford University. May I ask, anyone heard that speech? Stanford University. Anyone else? Just one. Yeah. In this speech, he tells that at some point he was told, consider today is your last day. Someone told him, but he realized that he should practice this. And he said he practiced it without fail every day for more than 30 years of his life. 32 years, something like that, he says. Until then, he has been practicing. He says every morning he would look in the mirror. That time he reminds himself, today may be my last day. And he tells in what way it helped him in his life, because the decision I'm taking today, will I still take that decision if today is my last day? And that guided him to take a different decision, and it helped him. He went into details. This is a university student, and one of his main speech, that is heard by the management world and all. And then he says, and what does it mean? Today is the last day. What does it mean? In what way does it help us? Hmm? In essence, it reminds us of the exit. Just that exit is reminded, telling us that we are guests. For everyone else, this exit is not real. Understand, no? It is so far away and I don't know when it is. Good chance. Subconsciously it says, good chance. I might stay here. We fool ourselves that way. That our own exit is not real to us. What is the proof? Proof is that we are creating attachments. If we have got even the slightest attachment here, then it means that exit is not real to you. You are claiming mine, mine, mine. If you got an exit, will you start collecting sofas and so chairs? Is that important for you? So by reminding yourself that today is my last day, and it became, for those 2 minutes, that exit became very, very real, and I, the guest, that became real. It is another way of coming to the same practice. And then you are discovering this side of you, Dr. Jekyll within you, the divine side of you. The soul is now experiencing his own greatness. Now, what he doesn't mention in this university talk is another factor. In those 33 years of his life were the most creative 33 years. It was not like that before. If we are using any mobile phone and any computer, then we are very grateful to him because his research and his creativity has helped us, is helping us even today. Those 33 years were creative 30 years, 33 years. And that is because when you are secure at the deep level, it connects you to your own creativity. He says he practiced for 2 minutes each day. See the benefits he gained. I'm connecting it directly to this practice. So here also, if you introduce this discipline, 1 minute, we said, 1 minute you are reminding that you are a guest on this planet. And during this, you are really reminding the exit, guaranteed exit, and that you don't own one atom of this world here, trustee of anything. After that minute, you can go and collect everything, all mine, no problem. But during that minute, you say, not one atom here is mine, no one is mine, even this body is not mine. That's why that invisible traveler, that image, invisible traveler is associated with everything. And it is his journey, invisible traveler, his journey. You are seeing that perspective. The experience, what we want to really experience is a state of detached involvement. We are in this world, we want to be involved, like we are here in this uh, auditorium. We are here. We are fully involved here. We are using, but we don't want to be in the spiral. We don't want to become childish and say, this is my chair and this is mine, and this is my place. I sat here. No one. We don't want to get into that level, but involved. At the same time, free. The word detachment has to be understood as freedom. Remain free and involved. So same on this planet. We want to be involved, at the same time become free. We want to be involved with that broken tree. Nothing wrong with being involved with a broken tree, but don't become dependent on it. Remain free. Then it is a good life. Then you will not create within you the slave or a beggar. Or this insecurity inside us creates another mindset. One is the slave mindset, and the other mindset of this is a victim mindset. Because you are a loser, it's a broken branch. It makes you feel worse. And so you say you are a victim. How did you become victim? Because you created attachments. That's why you became victim. Today, there are so many wars going on everywhere. You ask the leaders why they are fighting, and they will say they are victims. We ask the people also. They all will say they are victims. Victim mentality inside. Poor me. Someone is responsible for the problems and I am the victim. Yeah. But at a small level, the people feel I'm the victim. You know, someone said something, poor me. Someone broke something, poor me. In different reasons, everyone has got reasons. They say I am the victim. What is the tendency? What happens with the victim mentality? What's wrong with victim? No confidence. Yeah. Another thing that happens with the victim, he has to look for dangers. He's a victim, no? So he knows another situation may come. Someone might say something else, witness me, and someone might talk about me somewhere. I'm the victim. So he's looking for dangers. And there can be 20 things going right in his life, one thing going wrong. That one thing going wrong will get more attention. He may have 100 good friends and one is criticizing, but he will be having more focus on the one who is criticizing. As a result, his life becomes, there's no time for 20 good things that are going on in his life. His focus is on one wrong thing that is going on. His focus is on all that people who are not nice to him. That's where his focus is. So his life becomes negative. No time for anything else. It is also possible for us, if this victim is removed somehow, it is also possible for us, there is no time for anything that is unpleasant because there are so many things good in your life. If you just walk from here to the dining room, see the world that is offered to us. I'm inside also and outside also. Whether it is a tree, whether it is a bird, whether it is a stone, it is a miracle that is offered to us. Human beings, you know, colors, the body, the big miracle is offered to us. A big miracle is in front of our nose. You will literally feel your life is so rich, so much going on. And just because mind is free from the victim, that victim mentality has no time for anything. He has time to think about all the dangers, possible dangers that might come. He has got memory drives, special, you know, recordings of past. It doesn't forget what happened 20 years ago, 10 years ago. He has got all this to play the records or tell others about it. One who is the invisible traveler, one who is in this space, he is never a victim. Even at the time of death, he is never a victim. This is worth writing down, the slogan for you. Never a victim, never a beggar, and certainly never a slave. Even at the time of death, many, many things coming in the life there. Life is like this. But for the invisible traveler, he's just flying past this. He feels he's never not a victim for 1 second. There can be big criticism, there can be blame, there can be, as was said, injury, that can be many things may be happening. But he knows he is not any of those things. He's just flying past. What he is remains the same at the end of the journey. What he is, he remains. Death also, but if he doesn't own one atom there, he doesn't lose anything there. He doesn't own the body, he never loses the body. He is not catching hold of a broken branch. So the branch breaks, branch disappears, tree disappears. He is not a victim. Never. That possibility is there. So during that 1 minute practice that you are having, certainly you will come to that experience. For him, the whole thing is a gift. Everything is a gift, a great experience. during that minute, if you are to leave the body, even that is a great experience. Agree? Even leaving the body is another experience, but never the victim. And if you remove the victim, same second it gets replaced by what? Same second it gets replaced by the noble mindset. Noble mindset, you feel you are lucky. Opposite. Outside, not one atom belongs to you. Even those things are going away. But you internally you feel you are lucky. You are lucky. You're full. If you got peace, happiness, you feel secure. The feeling of security comes with fullness. The feeling of insecurity comes with emptiness. I'll give you an example. One young man mentioned to me, he said, when I was 18 years of age, I wanted this, 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 this. And he said, now I'm 45. I got this, 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 this. I got it all. But I feel empty. How do you explain this? So he said, at the age of 18, my idea of life and success, achievement is this. And I got more than what I was hoping to get. So I got it all. But I feel empty inside. How do you explain? Many people will come to you with this. So how do you explain this? What has happened is with all this, I got this, 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 this. There are more attachments. And now I'm down the spiral. You understand, no? You got all this in the broken branches. And the attachments created. Just as whether it is gold or job, that is not a problem, but attachment is a problem. So with those attachments, now there's greater insecurity. And insecurity presents with the feeling of emptiness. Understand, no? When there is insecure feeling that comes with empty feeling of emptiness. When there is secure feeling, it comes with a feeling of fullness. But we are emphasizing here the security is from beyond the box. That broken branch will never make you feel secure. That is a deception. To think that will make me feel secure, that is superficially you feel secure, but deeper inside you feel more empty because it is all going to go. You know that. Mm. I'll tell you one story and then I'll be finishing soon. Or any question before that, before the story? Yeah. That security or feeling secure is probably the ultimate goal. But the people who are more secure are creating more insecurity for the others. Take the example of Trump or any dictator. For their own security, they are creating a lot of insecurity. And otherwise also, if there is a general rule, if you talk to any administrator, they say, don't let your people feel very secure because it will make them indisciplined. And there is a general notion of the government employee and the private employee. And there is a general feeling that says those people are more secure, so they are less disciplined. Yeah. Actually, I won't say the leaders, they are secure. You know, if they think they're secure in that box, understand, no? Unless you are stepping out of this box, you are not secure. All we can say is they are further down the spiral. That is all we can say. Someone wants more, 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 and they want further down the spiral makes them more of a slave, more of a victim, more of a beggar.
So, Bible of the picture, if the world is going this way, wanted to get rid to do something that is not being followed by the masses.
Yeah. And what we are seeing here is, say, someone is becoming slave and someone is becoming a victim or a beggar. I don't need to join them. You will be stronger, more powerful by not joining the slave. You be the master in yourselves. You be completely free from the victim. You be the noble, and you will be with the winner. You don't have to join, say someone is a slave. By joining the slave, becoming the slave, it is not going to, you are not in a better position to deal with it.
That while remaining attached, this is another usually teaching given. Remain detached while remaining attached. It appears to be very difficult to follow. How to do it?
Yeah, that is some language confusion. And a detached and attached, they are contradictory. But we use the expression here, and involved detachment. So you are involved. I want to be involved there, but I want to remain free. We use the word freedom. Guest does it very, very beautifully. Like we are right now. We all are very much involved here. We are involved in the kitchen also. We are involved, but at the same time, we are free. We don't own anything here. We are free to, if there's program is shifted to another place, we are okay to go there, to different room, different venue, sure, not attached to any place. Mm. And, as was said, yeah, as was said, the whole idea, people are looking for security within that insecure box. That is not security. That's what we are saying. That broken branch will never make you feel secure. That will make you more insecure. And that is what everyone else is doing. And we are saying that is ignorance. That downward spiral that we are showing here, we call it spiral of ignorance. That spiral exists because of ignorance. You are not seen, that it is not making you secure. And that's why down the line they are worse off. The dictators, all the dictators, they have become worse off down the line than what they started with. Because all these achievements makes them feel more empty. And they have already invested, so they have to can only go in that direction. Yeah.
Here, we talk about the physical security or the security of regional terror.
Yeah, original, the inner security. We say that is the only true security. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
The child is secure when it gets the love of mother. Just an observation. I mean, a child feels secure with the love of his mother, right? I mean, I think we're looking for security, or rather, we feel secure when we are feeling loved.
But I guess we're looking for love, which itself is a dependency in this insecure world. I think that love should come from some entity which is permanent or much
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, yeah. We all have a journey. We have reached this point, and at this point, we have the option to bring more clarity, remove the blind spots. And when you remove the blind spots, you discover that your the big treasures are inside you. Love is inside you, happiness is inside you, security is natural for all of us. And 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 then you are discovering that personality that is noble personality. It's one person in one place, this is in Los Angeles. One person came to me and he said, I got everything, I'm very lucky in our life, I got, he meant wealth and a good position possibly. So why do I need this? So he had come for the program. He said, why do I need this? Already got everything. He heard that you promise golden age. He said, I got a golden age already here, so why do I need this? It's sensible argument, but I said, you are going to stay for the program? He said, yes. I said, we'll talk at the end of the program. So at the end of the program, I asked him, you know, what you discovered. And during the program, I especially covered this aspect of the victim personality, and beggar personality. So at the present time, people you might think they are secure or something like that, like some dictators or some leaders, and they may have some physical things, but they can't become free from the victim inside them. They feel more of a victim, more this outer gold and outer success and power. They feel more of a victim. They are feeling more of a beggar, and they are feeling more of the slave inside them. Understand, no? And so that lowers the quality of life right down. You got gold and everything outside, but inside there is a victim. What is possible for us is to make the inner life very rich. Remove this victim, remove the beggar, remove the slave. That is the first thing we have to remove. And then you discover that you are more lucky than anyone else. You are dealing with this world, and you will find the simple things that are around you. They are like wonderful gifts. You don't need gold or you don't need anything. It is confused society. They are in that spiral of ignorance. In that ignorance, they think something is more important, power is important. Here you discover the inner life becomes so rich that every moment is a gift for you, and your existence is wonderful. Love is inside. You discover you got love. Most people in the world, or at least most songs of the world, they are begging for love. Agree?
Yes.
But there is sorrow also. There is love, but there is sorrow.
Yeah.
But here you are discovering you have love. You are experiencing your own love. And you also know everyone is worthy of love. And that is why everyone is worthy of love. To the extent you discover yourself, you know that everyone is like this. They all have gone into the direction of attachments and all this, but you know that they all are, noble. Deep inside, everyone is noble and they are worthy. We show here, one little sketch in this story. I might encourage you to draw this sketch specially. And in this sketch, we show a dotted line. And this dotted line is the line of ignorance. So this box, if I'm a guest, that whole box is a foreign world for us. We're happy to see it as a foreign world. It's a temporary world. And it's a world not in our control. It is unpredictable world. We know it all. But we are happy to be involved. If I start creating attachments in it, then it means I have crossed a line, a dotted line. Further down, I might think that box is my world even, so that is, then I'm deep end of that, dotted line. But dotted line represents ignorance. Our aim is to be involved, but don't cross the dotted line. So story, I'll tell you the story. In this story, one man is catching hold of, he was falling off the cliff, man. What's the name of the mountain nearby here? Oh, Say it again, loud. Okay, so he was falling off Yadirgutta. So as he was falling off, he tries to catch hold of a branch, tree. And he says, God, God, help, help. And there was God. There was a temple nearby. There was a God. And God said, I can help you. I want to help you. But you will have to obey me. Whatever I'm telling you, you will have to obey. And then I will be rescued. So this man said, no problem. I'll obey you rest of my life. I'll do anything. My life is for you. But save me now. What is happening here? So save me now. So God God said, I'm very impressed. You trust me. Not many people trust me. So in that case, he said, let go. God saying. So this man, wanted help from God. There was a long silence. And after the long silence, he said, is there anybody else there to help me? There is nobody else. Let it stay like this. Is there some stay? So there was nobody else. So he has to listen to God, and he let go. And when he let go, he discovered he was on the ground. Ground was very nearby. Now that he's on the ground, he can go back on that branch. He can go back on the tree. He can do the same thing what he was doing before. What's the difference?
More experience.
More experience. Yes. Knowledge. Now he's playing with the tree. Earlier, his time was in panic. And what made the difference is he discovering he's secure. Once he touched the ground, he discovered he's secure. Now he's back in the same branch, but now he's playing with the branch. This is our story. And what are our branches? This is our story. And what are our branches? Attachments. Yeah. And that includes people, yeah, possessions, position, yeah, the three P's. People, position, possessions, place, paisa, yeah, different things. And also pakoras. Mhm. Hmm? Pasta also. Yeah. So different things within that box, all the goodies. If you are taking support, if you have created dependency, they are like your branches. And when you are taking support of the branches, subconsciously you know that they are going to go. And so you are experiencing a life of subconscious panic. Life itself is a panic. You touch the ground. What happens with the guest and the trustee? You have let go of the branches, and so you touch the ground and you discover you are secure. And that is very important for you. You discover you are secure. And having touched that security, you are not running away from this world of all these people and place. You are coming into this world. It is, as was said, it is not a path of karma sannyas or sannyas path or path of isolation, nivritti marg. It is not a path. You are coming back in this world. You are in the world of people and position and possessions. You are there with all. But now you are coming with the energy of play. Earlier it was of panic. Now you are there with the energy of play. When will you perform better? If you have to go from here to another city by car, which driver will you choose? One who is in panic or one who enjoys driving? One who enjoys driving. So same happens here. When you are in this mindset, we can call it noble mindset, secure mindset. It doesn't prevent you from coming into this world. You are in the world of all these branches, people, position, possessions, all you are there. You are in the job, but your energy is of play and you are far more useful. Has got a beautiful paradox within it. You play to win. Play is the place where one is working harder than any other job. They are running and jumping and you are playing to win, but you also know how to fall. You also know how to lose. You also know how to start and you play again. And you enjoy. At the end of the play, you say you had a great time. So this happens, with our life itself. We can bring that energy of play in the life. So your journey here itself in this environment, we started with the word environment, this box. We are going to spend our life here, 100 years, whatever our time. We don't need to spend this time here as a slave and as a victim. That is one option. We can spend time here with the energy of play as a noble. We stop here. Any final thoughts, and we'll be having we'll, one time. Any final thoughts? Yeah, we'll hear final thoughts from Akila.
So this was interesting, and I like that we are in this world, but not from this world. So we must be from somewhere. No? Maybe Brother Prashant will tell later. And so, as a guest, we care, we share, we delight also, but not to forget that there is an exit. And do better chances of getting gifts also, Brother Krishna, as a guest?
That's nice.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
moment is a gift.
Oh, every moment is a gift. It's not the physical gift, but every moment becomes a gift. Yeah, so thank you, Brother Prashant, for this session. And some
Who is noble, he receives the gift, he knows also to let go of the gift. One who is in the spiral, gift means he collects. Immediately it becomes mine.
so a guest is a giver, right? A guest is a giver.
Letting go.
He's full.
He knows
Yeah.
to let go.
Yeah, he knows how to let go. Great. Yeah. So thank you, Brother Prashant. So we come to the announcements. We have lunch break now. It is 1 o'clock, and those who had asked for diet restrictions, there is a separate counter in the dining hall. And yeah, for those who just joined, we come from it is so session is at